Hi, John and Charles here, and today we're taking you on a shop along with us to Boerne, Texas, in between San Antonio and Austin. And the place we went on our trip today was John's Road Antique Mall in Boerne, Texas. It was a wonderful place to visit. This mall had over 62 vendors in one space, and it was so beautifully laid out. It wasn't cluttered, there was plenty of light, it was cool, it was a great place to shop and look.
And the ladies were very friendly.
And with over 62 vendors to choose from, there's something for everybody here.
This was one thing I noticed really quick, and that was the beautiful vintage costume jewelry.
Yeah, and there was a lot of costume jewelry to see here, and a whole lot of other things, just a mix of interesting items to look at, something for everybody's taste, like this cut to clear crystal set. I am getting into cut to clear, and I absolutely love this set. Didn't pick it up, but I also noticed these really high-end bags here. There's a Marc Jacobs right there for $43. And here were some Yadro pieces, and that's what's so nice about having so many vendors in one place, is if you see something and you don't like the selection there, or you don't like the price, then there's probably another vendor in the same shop with a better price.
Also, they had this cute little Santa that I actually kind of wish I picked up, but I left him for someone else.
Lots of things, and here's another example of just someone's booth. This is their own little area that they set up. They're not there, they're not looking over your shoulder, so you got plenty of time to browse. I like that. I like having, it's like having 60 stores or 62 stores all in one place.
Yeah, and in each booth, you'd never know what you would find, like this Flow Blue bowl. I really wanted to get it, but there was a few little chips on it.
And that was unfortunate, but we did see lots of crystal like you'd expect in a place like this. And again, depending on the vendor or the person who owned the booth, would be the price there. Sometimes we saw stuff that was closer to market price, where in other places you saw things that were going for a really good deal.
Yeah, and some places had discounts. I like this little crystal biscuit barrel, but I decided to pass up on it this time. But this piece, the hot chocolate set, that was a beautiful set that John ran into.
It was very, very pretty. And I love the detail on there. The price they were asking was a bit much, but you know, that's the interesting thing about these places, is that you can come in and see a set like that chocolate set or this punch bowl, and then go up to the proprietors there and ask them to get in touch with the booth owner to see if they'd be willing to work with you on the price. And most of the time, right then and there, they'll give them a call to see if they can do better on the price, which is exactly what you did while we were there.
Sure did. But yeah, this lady had multiple things. She had dolls, she had punch bowls, crystal, collectible spoons. She had, most of it was glass or crystal, but she had a lot of different pieces.
I really like this marble chess set, even though I don't know how to play chess and have never played chess. I think it's a really pretty piece, and I didn't think $120 was a bad asking price for that.
And chickens.
Here's some more of those chickens. We've seen those recently. We had them on shows in the past. You picked up some recently. And here's just another view of from another angle of just some of the booths and how this is laid out. This place is much larger than it seems on the outside, so be prepared to come and spend a few hours. Here's some sports memorabilia, so if you're into that, old cars, old toys, camera items. Here's some china, beautiful set of china. Now this wasn't a full set, but it was very pretty. But all of that was in one place. This is another booth where we just have, as you can see, the booth owner sets it up with its own tone, painted the walls, gives it its own atmosphere, and I really like that. It's like going into little stores, and every one you go into is a different, has a different atmosphere to it. This particular one looks like it came from the estate of a doctor who had left this behind, and even had some prescription pads, these old prescription pads from the practice were there, along with those pharmaceutical notepads there as well that you could pick up.
And I ran into this console bowl, and I actually didn't check to see what the price was, but I thought it was beautiful. and the detail on it.
Absolutely was. Here's another booth, just giving you an idea of what this looked like. This particular seller had a lot of clocks, but a lot of other items, a lot of knickknacks. And then if you look across, they had a booth that had a lot of knitting items and so on in there, and fabric items. Here's another booth with just an array of items, pictures and artwork and bags and antique items. I loved this piece. This is, for the geek in me, this is an old camera, and it was still in working condition. They had a sign on there that said don't touch, so I just tried to get around it with the camera and so you could see what it looked like. But this, to have something like this in working condition being so old is pretty amazing, and they were asking $6.95 for that. This particular piece was really cool because this is from ABC's Monday Night Football, and it's actually signed by all the gentlemen in the picture, so all those folks from back there. Hot Wheels. This, I used to collect these as a kid. I absolutely loved Hot Wheels. This particular booth had all these Hot Wheels not even opened.
Also, they had this cheese cutting set that was really nice.
And this is a lot of, I'm guessing this is costume jewelry here, but it was in cases. That particular person had it. And then this booth.
Pyrex. If you wanted Pyrex, this was the booth to go to. This lady had pretty much anything kitchen or dining. There was vintage. Some of the pieces I kind of wanted, but I passed them up, left them for someone else to get. But you never know. We may go back and get some more.
Absolutely.
And also the Blue Willow. If you go to an antique store or a thrift store and you don't see Blue Willow, there's a problem.
That's true. And if you're a book lover, this place had a vendor who had a gigantic amount of books that you could just go through and browse through in all kinds of conditions. Here's some more crystal and glass items that I came across.
That cut to clear was really pretty.
It was. And then some very interesting shapes here as we move down the shelf of this one seller.
That perfume bottle was beautiful.
Absolutely. And here's some more glass and crystal items and a random ashtray. But again, just a lot of pretty things. Here's some carnival glass. This seller had a number of pieces of carnival glass, and they were in really good shape and for really good prices. I liked this one. There was something about the way that one reflected that I really liked.
And of course, I like the next one there. It's something about the amber color.
It's very pretty. And so then here you have some milk glass along with some
It's ironstone.
ironstone.
And if you want canisters, this person had a huge amount of canisters. Unfortunately, not any canisters I wanted, but they were still in really good condition.
Yeah. Something to see when you go to these places like this, it's sale after sale after sale. So even when you see these prices, 30% off, 60% off, they have it everywhere. But the thing about this particular place, John's Road, that I really thought was amazing is this was the place to go for vinyl. If you're looking for vinyl, LPs, 45s, but especially LPs, they had them everywhere.
Yeah, they had more than I expected. Unfortunately, some of them was a little bit more pricier than I wanted them to be, but it was still really good to find pieces that you may want to collect. And this guy, particularly at this booth, had the largest selection. It was very easy to go through his stuff.
Yeah, he had lots there, so much vinyl. And what was crazy is that even people who had booths with other stuff, look at this. There's some vinyl, there's some vinyl. You look at every booth, everyone has a crate of vinyl. So I don't know if that's because vinyl's becoming more popular, or people are coming back to it or looking for it, but we saw it everywhere. So if you're looking for vinyl or just about anything else at all, John's Road Antique Mall is the place to go. We then headed over to downtown Boerne, and we went to one of our favorite little restaurants out there called the Hungry Horse Restaurant.
This place, if you want food that brings you back to your grandmother's house or your mom's house, this is the place to go. Their food is an abundant amount of food on your plate, and it is delicious.
Yeah, look at that. This is our plates that we got, and this wasn't even the largest size that you could get. They had more, plenty of food, plenty of desserts. If you're in the Boerne area, we highly recommend it. So we hope you enjoyed our shop along today at Boerne. If you did, please take the time and give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know when we post all of our videos. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.